Those are three species I've always enjoyed cutting, just because anytime we're cutting it, we're generally down here in the river bottom. The river's just right out there. There's the bank. Growing up, even I love being working in the river bottom with Dad, Kenny. I love cutting ash, maple. Maple was always, long before I grew accustomed to having a love affair with walnut like I do now. I always liked maple. Maple can be tricky to cut. It's real brittle, bust easy, especially in this cold weather. Dad, growing up, was one of those species, maple and ash. Dad always told me you've got to be very, very careful cutting it, because it'll pop on you. It's a pretty wood. Luckily right now, maple market's not as good as we've ever seen it for us. Our silver maple, soft maple. We don't have any hard maple in our part of the world here. What we do is just ornamental trees that are ugly and nasty. They don't ever get to be the good hard maple like up north. There she be. Much as I would like to be out there cutting with him, I'm on this thing. As most of you guys know anymore, I absolutely hate being on these things. Doesn't matter if it's the H model, or this D series, or our B series, or C series. It just doesn't matter. I don't like running the skidder anymore. You freeze to death on these open station machines, for one. I feel I'm more productive for the company with a saw in my hand. Especially in timber like this, this tall timber, you can run right through it. As far as Sycamore goes, that's really good Sycamore. No worm in it, no shake. I just wish we had a good market for it other than pallet material, but that's all it's really ever been. I think one time in my life I've sold Sycamore for something better than pallet. That was in northern Missouri, up around Farley. We cut a job up there about 3.5 years ago now. Some of that Sycamore up there actually went for some grade lumber. It brought pretty good money. I'd love to have that market right now because this tract of timber here has got a lot of Sycamore just like this in it. River makes a big cut right here. I showed that in last week's video. If you look just right, I'm going to zoom in real quick. Right over there, the river's just on the other side of that. I honestly, and I think in my time on this earth, if I live a nice long life, I'll see the river eat through that, because the rate it's been going here, cutting this out, you can see how the erosion is there in this horseshoe bend. It's going to come through here. The water's actually on its way up right now. They've got the water on generating out of the dam right now. A lot of coon tracks, otter tracks, beaver tracks. I caught a lot of fur on this stretch of river right here. Caplinger, Missouri, down here to the Cowan Bridge. It was a good run trapping. I used to spend a lot of time on this stretch, my jet boat, kayaking, canoeing, just spend a lot of time on the river down here. Anyway, Dad's over there cutting a few more to round out a load for the truck. There's still several to cut right in here. And you know, like I said all this before, we're not as worried about the collateral damage on this smaller timber in this track, because what we don't use for saw logs, it's all getting pushed in the pile and burned to make more farm ground. So collateral damage is not such a big deal here as it normally is with tracts of timber we cut. Getting ready to kick off here on the yard, which we're going to sort out. See that cottonwood there, hackberry. I'm just right now, I'll kick all my pallet stuff over here to the side, and I'll lay my grade over here. We can kind of get this grade pile started back up. Of course, you guys know 401k there, it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, which isn't a bad thing, but one of these days I'm going to have to start sorting those things back out too. Hey guys, if you like what you see, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for all of our latest videos.